Once upon a time, when I was very young, 26 years old, and left for Holland, and that is the time my boss, Carl Inroad, whom I have dedicated this book this time, acknowledged, he took me because I was a scientist and I was very much hardcore technologist. So I'm doing a lot of research work for Philips. One fine morning he gave me a briefcase and he said, Manash, you have to go out in the world and you have to sell. I really thought, Jesus Christ, how can I do that? So he met this few sentences, very simple, which I wrote in my first book, which is still in Amazon, Golden Tips for Sales, while I building the sales teams years later in Korea, in Taiwan, and Singapore. And that time I wrote one thing: salesmen are not born into a family. Salesman doesn't have a particular race or a class. It is a long years of skill, just like anything else that they acquire. While coming back to this country in the year 2006, I had some experience. I'm sure everybody has got the experience. Every noontime you hear the phone calls. HDFC Bank. I'll say, the first sentence is, sir, we have a new product launching, and this product has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 going on. I said, wait for a moment. I'm sitting inside a meeting. And then the phone hung up. Then I talked repeatedly when the salesman visits me and see what the mistake they are doing, why they are not selling. I meet a lot of bank management people. I gave some courses in State Bank of India and Standard Chartered Bank. I see the young executive with 30, 32, 33 having high blood sugar and pressure. Target, and they cannot fill the target. Everybody gave them the target. I said, how did you manage to fill the target? Sir, we can't. Then I found there is something wrong in the whole approach, which is a sales and marketing approach. While you call a customer, you first sell yourself. Then you sell the company. And then you sell the product, not the other way around. Because customer is not interested in buying a product. They are interested in buying money. If I make you a phone call that, Mrs. Dor, I have a proposition to multiply your money 2 times in 5 days. Would you like to listen to me? I'm almost sure about 50 people around the world will say, okay, let me give you 5 minutes time. So it's not the product. Customer must have a problem and you must have a solution, and that costs money. So these sort of things, when I was thinking I was greatly involved in art after coming back, because that is what I've been waiting for my 27 years, where it's running to the studios every Saturday and Sunday in Europe and learning. Because one day I knew I want to have a career in the art. But that time I took a back year and I started writing this book. I saw Philips, the best producer of the video recorder. That video recorder V2000 has never been produced in the world. That did not even take off. It was finished. Only because my German friends, my repeated advice was that please launch. And they just was making perfect, like German precision. And by the time they launched that video recorder, Sony has made all the collaboration with the VHS, and all the films were in VHS. There was no Betamax. So no video recorder was sold. The factory was closed. An unfortunate person, as a vice president, I had to sign the paper. 400 Germans lost the job. And I learned. Time to market. All these little nitty-gritties where we have passed, failed, and I saw companies fail and the companies excelled. That is the part that pushed me to write this, because I've been teaching here, and most of the people, and today even the book presenter, Shalini, they are all my students. I want to aspire them that the mistakes that we have done, they shouldn't do. They should learn and they should go ahead. So that's the future. So this has inspired me to write this book. My third book I'm writing now on the people's management. That is, we recruit every day. I recruited many, many thousands of people. What we recruit, you'll find that most of the managers, as soon as they find a bright candidate, they start talking about their own company. What great company it is, how much benefits they will get, how sky high they will go, etc. Without assessing whether this person can be retained or not. How do you get in 1 hour interview that this person is a reliable and will retain? This is the topic of my book. Because the great HR is a very difficult subject today. So I decided to write a book on that. So hopefully in a year time I should be able to finish that one. So these are the stories of my journey that was going on. Everybody is talented in my opinion. Everybody has time in my opinion. Because God is communist. He has 24 hours for you. He has 24 hours for Bill Gates. And he has 24 hours for the rickshaw puller in the street of Kolkata. So it is only, Carl Enright told me, Manas, I give you a definition of rich. The person who has maximum time for himself is the richest person in the world. So beg, borrow and steal time. And that's what I've done. Every day calculated the wastage in gossiping in this, avoid it. I travel, finish the marketing meeting. In the evening when everybody is drinking, I'm in my room and I'm practicing guitar. So this is how my life has been there. Very isolated. I'm socially absolutely nonsense because Chandri tells me. But I learned from her every day. Actually, she's my HR teacher. So this is how I could go a little bit onto there. Still I fail. So but this is how has been my life and my work. So everybody, if they go back to their past and they start to think, what I was good at, except for building business or walking, that's every day's bread and butter. They will find something. Only thing, they don't pour water into that tree every day. I never slept, Chandri, no. Even at 2 o'clock in the night, I left from the aircraft and came back home. And I first touched my piano and then I went to the bed. She told me, you're crazy. But I said, I'm not crazy, I'm waiting for a day when one fine day I will retire and the people will give me a big bouquet and say, Manas Rai was a jolly good fellow. And the next day, I will wear a tie and then I'm looking for a door. I have no door. So I created my door, my studio. As long as my eyes are okay, my hands are okay, I will be able to paint. Whether somebody buy or doesn't buy, but I will do it. So I created another office. This is how I migrated to the art world actually. So my only suggestion is that everybody, when they dig themselves, everybody thinks with a lot of stresses, a lot of things. My biggest asset is that every morning when I get up, I touch myself, I say, Manas, you are alive. 1 million people has gone and they have not wake up in the world. And I'm still alive. Then I look at my side, I say, Chandra is alive. So don't you think it is a great thing happening in the world? So that's how my life will continue to go on. And I thank all of you to come and take your very valuable time supporting me. Unfortunately, with all your blessings, even before releasing the book, publisher knows almost many copies have been pre-ordered.
Almost 100.
But they are done due to your love, and I'm sure maybe I have got a lot of mistakes in the book. And especially I'm very thankful to one person whose name must be mentioned, Mr. Ashok Basu. Can you please stand up, Ashok? This ever smiling gentleman took his time to go through my book, because I'm very good in content and not great in putting the things in a very nice way. I make spelling mistakes, I make grammatical error and all kinds of things. But he's the one who is my watchdog, and he has really dig into the book and helped me to make it through. I'm very thankful to you, Ashok. Very thankful. Without you, I could not have got this book. Thank you very much. Didi, Ashok Da, they has been close to my heart. They are here. Anshuman Da, very close to my heart. My publisher asked me for celebrities, why any book opening. I said, who are my celebrities? The person who drove motorcycle for years and built the company like Sonodyne, whose speaker system even cost 1 lakh rupees. For me, they are God. So these people should be on board to open my book, and then my book has got some satisfaction. Thank you very much.